Hit the like, hit subscribe, and hit that notifications bell. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Welcome back to the Xerophobic73 channel, and this is more news. PS5's incredible, powerful backwards compatibility with online features for all PS4 players. Now, essentially, if you held back in the day to the likes of the transition between PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, which Sony offered full system compatibility at a hardware and software level, because if you're old enough to remember, the PS1 and PS2 carried over certain architectural similarities. So essentially what I'm saying is PS1 components were installed as part of the PS2's architecture, so you had very much a streamlined transition between one machine to another. Unfortunately, that didn't carry over as well when everyone was upgrading from the PS2 to PS3. The very first 60 gigabyte versions of the PS3 carried some hardware pertaining to Sony's then PS2's Emotion engine, so it carried over, but it wasn't completely compatible, so you had certain types of software not running correctly, lower resolution, so essentially it wasn't integrated as well, hence for cost and manufacturing issues, because essentially the PS3 at launch in 2006 was very expensive. So a rehash of the console with a larger memory capacity was then later released, and certain PS2 components were then removed as cost and consideration, and again backwards compatibility, according to Sony, wasn't on the table, so they dropped it. So, and of course, coming right up to recent years, we all know that the PS3 to PS4 was just nowhere near. Gakkai bought out the PlayStation Cloud, and we had a Netflix style service which is still in operation, which we all know now is PS Now. So bringing us right up to date, so we're looking at PS5 2020 is looking like a launch. Again, speculation, rumour, so please listen to what I say and obviously take it with a grain of salt. PS4 owners, if you're not in a position to upgrade your PS4 to Sony's up and coming PS5, but you still wanted to play online with your squad, then you're very much in luck. Now, I've been saying it for as long as I can remember, and I've been a Sony early adopter since 1996. When buying my PS1, I stuck with the brand, and I did say originally, and I think a lot of people in the community would have said that the PS2, PS3 compatibility just wasn't there, and it seemed to be that Sony weren't putting the full foot on the pedal as far as that goes. So finally I can say that Sony has revealed that the PS5 will be incredibly powerful as far as backwards compatibility features will go, and it will allow PS4 and PS5 players to play online together. Now, during a recent corporate strategy meeting, Sony explained how the PS5 backwards compatibility will work, in particular when it comes to multiplayer games. I will touch base on the backwards compatibility on a whole in a second, but again, it is expected, so backwards compatibility in a networked area. So Sony have said this becomes something that is incredibly powerful. Sony Center of Operations Jim Ryden explained via Games Radar, because the gaming community is somewhat tribal in its nature, backwards compatibility gives us the opportunity to migrate the community from the PS4 to PS5 with the ability to play all the PS4 catalogs on their next generation console in groups of 10, 20 and 50 gamers. Now, from what we see here, given the size of the community that has accumulated over the past 5 years, and the hard work that has been made on getting the PlayStation 4 where it is as much to say as a critical success, they think now that it's incredibly important, and they want to harness that and carry it over as a business structure. It makes good financial sense. So Deputy President John Gahira went to confirm that the PS5 and PS4 players will be able to play online jointly. Cross-generational community can enjoy the games together. Now, going back to the enhanced backwards compatibility, it means that even if you have a PS4 and your friends have a PS5, you'll be able to play online together. Although Sony hasn't revealed whether this backwards compatibility feature will only apply to specific games, such as Sony exclusive or what's currently available on multiplayer games. At the same presentation, Sony revealed that the PS5 will offer seamless remote play cloud gaming and dramatically improved graphics rendering. Now, as I said, we don't know on the more clearer fundamentals that people might ask is it going to be, well, obviously it's going to be a hardware emulation, I would say. I could be wrong. It might be software again. It might come all flooding back to the emulation. At this stage now, we don't know. Now, it did cross my mind that if it was carrying the PS4 compatibility for software coming directly from the PlayStation Now as remote play, or is it going to be based on what you've purchased? Are you going to be able to play the games that you currently have via a disc, or again, is it going to be a patch update like similar to what Microsoft have done, or is it going to be if you haven't got it currently downloaded it on the cloud, or you're not a subscriber to the PlayStation Now, or you haven't bought it on the PlayStation Store, is it going to mean you have to repurchase it again? This is something that hasn't been said, and I can appreciate why not, because it is just in its early stage, but at least it's something that Sony finally is starting to embrace. Now, whether that's because they are at the core fundamentals listening to the community, or are they trying to better Microsoft? Very successful Game Pass or their Insiders Preview program, which gave people the opportunity at a beta to try out the games with a patch update. So essentially, if you had a Microsoft game on the 360 or Xbox, you could then install it, and with a patch update would then allow you to run it as emulated software, providing Microsoft had already done the groundwork on the firmware from the ground up. So, as I said, yeah, at least it's something now that Sony are full force behind. So there really is no opportunity, there's really is no reason why adopters on launch day shouldn't go from their PS4 directly to the PS5, unless of course you're just waiting for the better bundles and the price to drop. But yeah, very much seamless. So if you want to be an early adopter and it works out to everyone's advantage, which I'm sure it will, and by that I mean as long as you can carry over your peripherals, the VR, everything is very much seamless without any cost deterioration, providing obviously you're going to upgrade the console, which is going to cost you big bucks. You might personally buy a few extra games if there's any PS5 exclusives, although I would say that most PS4, PS5 exclusives will be available in tandem at the same time. So, well, that's another little bit of PS5 news. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. If you are new to the channel, please hit that notifications bell button, and I will see you on the next stream, next piece of content, and next piece of news. Thanks very much for watching. See you all soon. Bye bye now. Take care.